Oh my God. I mean, it's like the best investment you can do is first in yourself, always, all the time. Don't hesitate even a second. Like, just go and do it. Why? Because that will get you improved in every way on your life. I mean, what I've been learning from YuSchool, if it's not in you, it's not gonna be elsewhere. It's not gonna be in Vancouver. It's not gonna be in China. It's not gonna be even in my hometown. Like, you can go anywhere, but if it's not in you, that feeling of worthiness and that I can do it, and I actually love the way I am, I'm not gonna be able to do it anywhere, right? So that kind of investment is actually to say I'm worth it. And YuSchool is a really cool program because it doesn't, I was talking about this with Tanya yesterday, because it's not a step-by-step thing that you actually see on all the programs my mom showed me. It's not a lot, but they are like, step one, do this. Step two, do that. YuSchool is more about like, think about who you are, what do you like about yourself, what don't you like about yourself, and it's so beautiful and hard at the same time because you have to be honest with yourself. So when I was going through this program, I was like, oh my God, damn you, Tanya, because it was harder every time you got through the program. But at the same time, it was easier because you were getting a lot of clarity. And when I thought right now, when I think about now, about the money I spent, I don't even like, I actually haven't thought about the money I spent since I started YuSchool. I was like, my God, like this is a good program for myself. It was a good investment. And if you ask me, I will do it over again, like for sure. No, like, yeah. And actually I'm telling my friends about it. I'm telling my sister about it. And it's a really nice feeling to be like, not even selling the program is more about like how I'm improving a lot. And I'm not even like, oh, I joined this program and I paid this money. I don't even talk about money anymore. It's more about how the process took me, or how, it's a good investment for sure.
Look, for me, this has changed my perspective. This actually has changed the way that I think. It's changed my relationships, my interactions. It's changed how confident I am to take the chances I need to take in order to get what I want in life, and be persistent about it. That investment is actually quite minimal. And I kind of feel that if what you're looking for in life is to feel fulfilled and to find that calling, if you will, and to find that satisfaction in your daily life and balance it with whatever else is going on, your other responsibilities, things like that, you need to figure out who you are. You need to find that inner structure. You need to find that totem pole within you that's going to say, no, this is what you can fall back on. This is what your strengths are. Play to these strengths because now you know what they are. That I think that isolating those and identifying those is something that's really hard to do, at least for me, without a structure. And so for me, what sold me also on Uology was the fact that it was a structured course. Like, there's a lot of people that can tell you that you should go out there and spiritually figure out who you are and, just be yourself. And it's like, how do you do that? Like, how do you just know how to be yourself? Unless you figure out who you are. So to me, I've always wanted to know who I was. I didn't know how to do it. I've done a lot of like random things here and there about reading about, my birth sign or my resonating energy and all of these other things, but there's no structure to it. There's no tangible, step-by-step structure to fall back on. And so with Uology, that's, for someone as academic as I am, that was kind of the selling point. Money aside, right? That was the selling point for me.
I think what I would say to a woman who is in or who was in my position, currently is in my prior position, I don't know how to say that. What I would tell her is not to worry about it, honestly, and to take the leap and to invest in herself, especially because, Tanya has set up the payment plan in a way that it makes it truly accessible to anybody. who's looking to better themselves, which is incredible. You know, it made it more of a realistic investment at the time for myself. And like I said in the video as well, I am making more money than I was when I was working 4 jobs prior to starting Uology. And I now make more than that in addition to what I was making prior, because I was able to figure out my strengths and my wants. And when you can, you know, kind of hone in on what you're good at and where you want to spend your energy, abundance flows to you through that. So you make the investment back multiple times more than the, you know, what you originally put in. And who doesn't like getting paid out in dividends in one way or another?